or enable. You know, I think that all people know what is an encoder.
No, we know sir. Is Daniel?
Daniel,
Yes.
ready?
Do you know what is an encoder?
Encoder. It's isn't it for the speed in the conveyor?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Speed
It's possible to put an encoder of the machine for normally, basically, for run and read the conveyor speed and put the machine in automatically speed at the same speed of the conveyor.
So we now to Arca South Africa, we importing a lot of our evolution.
Yeah.
A lot of evolution labelers, applicators.
Yes.
And we are manufacturing, or we getting a local supply. So this system could work.
With an encoder?
Yeah. With
Yes.
an encoder from a different manufacturer.
It depends. But you install the machine on your conveyor, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And inside of your conveyor there is an encoder.
Yes.
Okay, the encoder is not from Arca.
Not from Arca, no.
Mm.
Can be
It could work, but
you don't have the signals for sure.
yeah, we must control the signal.
Which is encoder from Arca? Expensive?
No, it's not expensive. And I will give you a protection about that.
I suggest,
It's the part.
for simplicity, I suggest to use
Of course.
our encoder.
Of course, Arca is better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Arca different.
no, because if we have some problem on the encoder, it's not easy for us understand if the problem it could be. I have the problem on the machine, I have the problem on the encoder. If all components are produced by ourselves, we are able to solve any kind of problem.
Guarantee.
No? Yeah,
No guarantee, but
yeah.
but as option, I give you the possibility to have a conveyor external or a light system with the conveyor. After I will explain you when I come.
Yeah, it's better because, but also Arca encoder has to use a specific stepper motor.
No.
Or
No.
Doesn't matter the motor. Doesn't matter.
No. Doesn't matter. It reveals only the speed, no?
So Arca can get
you can set.
local conveyor.
I will show you.
We add Arca encoder.
No,
Yeah.
tomorrow we show you our encoder and you can understand by yourself what is the. Okay, now the encoder is disabled. Okay, and if I continues to run on the menu, appear the first voice of the menu that we have seen when we have run inside the password menu. We come back and we ability the encoder and appear two new voice on the menu. This voice is not present if you don't ability the encoder. And first of all, on the main screen menu, I will show you after I explain this volume, you know that there is a speed information. It was 20. Now, if we come back, the speed is auto. If here appear auto, it means that the machine don't have a speed set, but they run at the same speed that the encoder inform the machine. Okay? Perfect? And also appear a new parameters with line 000. In this case, here appear the speed of the line because the encoder measure the speed of the conveyor and show me here the speed of the conveyor on the. A new voice encoder setup 100%. What's happened? You know that we use the encoder for run at the same speed of the conveyor than the same speed of the labeller machine. But in some cases it's not ever true that a good application necessitates the same speed from the label from the product, because it could be different parameters, for example, different kind of label, different kind of materials, and so on. It could be possible that if I run at the same speed of the conveyor with the machine, I don't have a good application, but I have some problem of bubbles, curves, waves on the application. Okay, in this case, if I run with an encoder, it's not possible for me change the speed, because if I change the speed of the conveyor, I change also the speed of the machine. No, in this case, but I can reduce the encoder setup. This is the percentage of the encoder that I'm using. Now I'm using the 100% of the encoder. It means that the machine runs at the same speed of the information received from the encoder. If I increase for 110%, 110, 20, 30, and so on, I increase the speed of the machine, then the speed of the conveyor, okay? Not the conveyor, but on the information received from the encoder. If I reduce 90, 80, 70, and so on, I reduce the speed of the labeler machine, then the speed informed from the encoder. All is clear? It's a way for adjust, increase or decrease the speed from the conveyor to the labeler machine. Because sometimes it could be that the same speed of the conveyor and the same speed of the application don't permit to me to have a good application on the product. In this way, I can use this system for adjust a little bit, increase or decrease a little bit the machine speed respect of the speed of the product, or obviously of the conveyor. Question? Okay. Application delay adjustment. We use this function because, you know, I can adjust the application position on one system during the acceleration and the deceleration of the conveyor. No, I run with an encoder. My encoder measures the speed of the conveyor, and I know ever what is the speed of the machine. But it could be that during the production I'm running with a constant speed, but in some cases, okay, I can accelerate or decelerate the speed. No, in this case, I can use this adjustment for put the label ever in the same condition, also during acceleration time of the conveyor and deceleration time of the conveyor. Look, the operation is, first one, it's important that the machine apply in the good condition, okay? When I'm applying in the good condition, I run with my conveyor very, very, very slow, close to the zero. For example, 5 meters per minute. And this is my product, and this is my application. I apply my label here at 10 meters per minute. Okay? Now, I increase the speed and arrive at the maximum speed, for example 40, it was setting on the control box, and I know I will find that the position on my label, it will be here. Okay? Now, you know that it was a value on the display Just a second, Stefano, come back the camera. Basta un po', Ste? Basta. Adesso. Okay. Maximum speed now is 40, but it could be higher. And I will put here the distance from the two labels. Okay? In this case, I'm able to make a compensation of lower and higher speed. And I will be sure that the position of my label, it will be ever the same from this acceleration constant and the acceleration movement of the conveyor. Now it's an explanation. Do you remember that this morning, at the start of this explanation, I explained you that our results, our goal, it could be that we speak the same language. No? This is a typical case. Probably, if you try to do by yourself, probably you are able to do this. No, setting the this value with an encoder and setting the compensation on the product with an encoder. But if you are not able and you call us, okay, now you know that we have this type of condition and this type of solution, no, by phone, or calculate by yourself or by ourselves, we can suggest to you the best condition for adjust the configuration. But it's important that you know that it's possible to do a compensation on the speed from acceleration and acceleration part of our system. Clear? Okay.
But now the speed stands on auto, in this case.
Yeah, ever on auto on the encoder setting. If the encoder is not set, it's not possible to do this because the machine run ever at the same speed set on the main menu. Okay, if I disable the encoder, this value is not available. This value is used only with encoder configuration. And also if I come back, the speed is returned at fixed speed and not to auto. 5 minutes to break, okay?
But do you work many times with
It depends.
auto speed?
It depends. Normally when we install the machine on our system, yes. Also it could be normally
More specific?
Yeah. We have normally when we put this machine on our system, we use ever the encoder, or maybe we have some customer that don't request the encoder, or maybe we have different customer that buy from Arca labeler machine with encoder for install on her conveyor. In my opinion, is better because especially if I have a production not regular, no? For example, acceleration, deceleration, acceleration. It could be that I have some problem of printer application. Clear, if I have a slow application or I'm not interesting, for example, if I must put one label like this, I'm not interested that the label is here,